includes.
Nesse vídeo, você vai aprender.
Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to start a new session. It's about that error handling in JavaScript. In JavaScript, if you face some of the error in this video, I want to discuss about that things with you. What type of error is that? Okay, so now let's do that work. For doing this, I want to make it as a clean. And first of all, I want to declare one of the variable. Okay, declare one of the variable as a Java. Okay, Java is fun. Okay, fun. So here I want to make it as a true. Okay, I simply make it as a true, and then if you want to display it with the console log, there is a console log, and here what exactly you have to do? You have to run this JavaScript as fun, right? And now if you click as a save all, now if you refresh it, now that will be written as a true, which is totally fine. As I told you before, friend, in our variable there is a three name, right? Or the Java, another is the is, another is the fun. If you want to make it as a space in here, now that should be a display one of the syntax error. As I told you before, you cannot actually create this type of one of the variable. If you now click as a save all in JavaScript machine for the first time, okay, it should be get this error. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now showing as a uncaught syntax error unexpected identifier. Okay, so that is one of the syntax error. As I told you, you cannot able to add this type of variable, right? Here you cannot able to add it. Great. And better I click as a Control Z. Now everything is great. So now I want to discuss about that another error. Like here I want to do that is our console log. I pass that as a JavaScript is fun. So now that is will be under references error. If you now remove it, that is our condition. I remove it, click as a save all, and now here if you click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display another error as a reference error. Reference errors means there is our variable, so that is the Java is fun is not defined. Okay, so that is one of the uncatch, and that is a references error. Just simply understand or remember it. There is our references error, there is some of the syntax error, right? So that is our references error. Here you have to obviously run one of the variable, and into this variable here you have to pass one of the value, and when you pass it, click as a save all, then if you refresh, you can see it's now successfully display our true. Great. And also there are the another error as a type error. So better I show you. Here I take one of the variable. Okay, I take another variable as a country, and in this country area I want to pass one of the string value as a India. Okay, India. And now if you want to display it, then what exactly you have to do? There is a console log, and into this console log area here that will be as a country. And into this country area, I want to load another method as a to uppercase. Okay, I have already discussed about that things with you. There is a to, you can see there is another method as a to uppercase method. So if you run this as a to uppercase method, then our this string value will be as a uppercase, right? If you now click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see that is our uppercase. So here that is actually one of the string. For the reasons our to uppercase method is working, but it will be not working into the boolean. If you want to check it, like here I copy it, and now in our just fun here I want to load out this method. Okay, I load this method. So here our variable, and I pass one of the value as a boolean, right? So that is one of the boolean. If you put your cursor here, you can see it's now showing as a boolean, and that is one of the string. So string will be work in our to uppercase, but when you access that as a boolean result, then that will be display one of the type error. If you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a JavaScript is fun to uppercase is not a function. That is one of the type error. Okay, so that is one of the type error. I hope friend you get some of the idea. And also when you get this type of the error, and when it should be get on any error in one line, after that if you write down as a perfect code, then that will be also not working. Like I just simply run at the console, and there is a console log. Okay, and there is a console log, and in this console log area I want to print some of the value as a hi Aryan. Okay, that is our one of the string value. So in particular this line, that is in our 7 line, this code is totally fine, but they have some of the issues in here, right? They have one of the type error is in here. So when it will be get any error, next all that procedure will be not working. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's not executed. It's already get our first error in our this number 6 line. For the reasons you can see there is another type error is display as a 2 uppercase is not a function. So already there is it's get some of the error. For the reasons our next procedure is not will be executed. Okay. And also there is another error as a range error. That means if you go to out of this range, then that will be display one of the error. Better I show you, like here right now I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything and I take one of the variable as a pi, and for the pi they have one of the default value, right, as a 3.14. okay, 3.14 and then 159265 and then 4 maybe. That is the pi value, right? So I simply take it, and now I want to print it. There is a console and there is a console log, and into this console log area here with this pi, okay, with this pi, after that pi, like there is a some of the range, okay, there is some total range. So I want to take only that 2. After that full stop is I want to only take the 2 or the 3, whatever you choose. Okay, if you want to get this type of one of the things, then you can do that work with another method as a toFixed method. You can see there is a toFixed method. So into this toFixed method you can add your range. That means how many range you want to take. After that full stop is I want to take as a 2. Okay, so I simply take it as a true. Now if you want to check it, click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. So now you can see it's now successfully get that after that dot, and then there is a 2 range is now successfully get this data, right? And now if you want to make it as a 3, then that will be counting as a 3 value. Now click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now display as a 3. Okay friend, and if you make it as a 100, if you make it as a 100, then also it will be get that as a 100 total range. Now click as a refresh, you can see there is a total range as a 100. But if you make it as a 101, because toFixed method that is actually capable range as a 100. So after that 100 it will be not executed. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now get some of the error as a digit argument must be between 0 to 100, because that is the toFixed method range. Okay, and for the reasons you can see it's now showing as a uncat as a range error. I hope friend you get some of the idea about that all that errors in JavaScript. So they have so many errors. Step by step I will also show you that things with the live example. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about how can throw some of the custom error message. Let's do that work. For doing this, I want to do here, I make it as a clean. I want to create one of the function. Okay, there is a function keyword. I name it as a dev. So into this dev area, I want to pass 2 of this parameter. One is the A, another is the B. And here I want to divide it with some of the value. Okay, so I want to return. I want to return that A that will be as a divided by B. So now I simply return it. Now if you want to display it, that will be as a console, right? That is a console log, because where also we have to pass our 2 of this parameter value, right? So that is our dev, and into this dev area there is a 2 of this parameter. I pass it as one of the 4, another is I make it as a 2. Okay, sorry, that will be as a 2. So right now when 2 will be divided by the 4, then automatically that will be get on the result, right, as a 2. Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's totally fine. But here when that will be as a 0, okay, so here that will be actually get some of the error, right? So I want to throw some of the custom message. That means user cannot be add any 0 value into the second parameter. So here I want to create one of the if condition. That is our if condition. I simply created that if condition. So into the if condition area, so our second parameter, which one? Our second parameter is the B, right? So B not should be equal 0. So that is our simple condition. And when that will be 0, then here that will be throw one of the message. Okay, that is if you want to show some of the custom message in your arrow area, you can display it with the throw. Okay, with the throw, I want to display some of the message. Okay, like as a second parameter can't be, okay, can be 0. I make it as a 0. So this type of one of the message I want to display. Okay, so now if you make it as a 0, that means our second parameter value when that will be as a 0. Now our this message should be displayed. Click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now successfully display our message as a catch second parameter cannot be 0. So best practice, if you make it as an object, okay, that means this message will be as an object. So if you want to do that work, simple work, I simply cut it. Okay, I simply cut it, and then there is a throw. Here I want to create one of the object instance like as a new, and then I name it as a error. Okay, error. So now with this error, I want to do and to pass out this message right now. So that is our message, and now if you click as a save all, now it should be also get that object data. Click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now get that our total details as a div, and then 8 every data it should be get it in here. And also if you want to change that type as a error, so if you want to make it as a syntax error, then there is also another function as a syntax. Okay, that is a syntax error. You can see you can actually use this one as a syntax error. Now that will be updated as a syntax error. You can see that is a syntax error. Perfect. So there is a div, everything is displayed in here. What exactly that problem? Now everything is great. Okay friend, just simply understand. Literally we'll do a lot of work with this. We'll create some of the custom validation, how you can display all that custom validation, everything is step by step I will show you with the live example. Just that is the fundamental series. Just simply understand all that fundamental things. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about how you can handle all that error. You can handle it with the 3 block. One is the try, another is the catch, another is the final block. Okay, like first of all I want to show you, like here first of all there is a try. Okay, there is a try block, and then there is a curly bracket. So into this try area, whatever the things that we see in our curly bracket area, if there have any error, it should be get it with the catch. Okay, so that is a catch. So there is a catch on the block, and into this catch block area here you have to pass one of the parameter. Okay, here you have to pass that parameter. So this parameter means whatever the error, it should be get into the try, it should be get this error, and into the catch area here it should be pass it. Okay, here that will be executed. I hope friend it's very clear. And also another block as a finally. Okay, finally. So that is a finally block. So into this finally block, that is actually work for every part. Like if there have any error, then that will be executed, and also if there have no error, then also that will be executed. So for the both time that will be executed. I hope friend you get some of the idea. So that is our try. Into the try area, if there have any error, it will be show this error in our catch, and here, and whatever the error you will be get it in here, that will be pass it with this parameter. Okay, and then finally will be work both of this area. So better I want to do and to show you that things with the live example. Literally we'll do lot of work with the try and then catch. Okay friend, like in our previous video I have already added one of the function div, and here there is gets some of the error, right? It gets some of the error in which position at index 9, right? That means here. So now I want to take this part for education purpose. I cut it, and into the try area I simply paste it. Okay, so now if you click as a save all, and now if you go, now you can see it's not display any error. But right now whatever the error is happening in here, this error I have already taken with this parameter as E. As I told you, that is one of the parameter. Whatever the error it will be get, it's pass this error in here. So now I want to do and to display it. Okay, here I want to display it with the console, and then the console log, and I want to do and to display our this E. Whatever the error it shall be get, that is our parameter. Now everything will be more clear to you. Into this with this parameter, it should be now show this error. If you now click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, yeah, you can see that is a syntax error as a second parameter cannot be 0, and every data, that means every error is now displayed in here. Okay, and after that there is a finally, and into the finally area I want to do unto like if there have any error, or also if there have no error, it will be executed. So I want to do unto executed with the console log, and I want to do unto pass one of the parameter string value as a its work. Okay, it's work perfectly, or it's work because of all here they have some of the error, right? I want to make it as a like as a its work, this type of one of the string value. Now if you click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh, yeah, you can see it's now showing as a its work. That means every functionality one by one working, right? And also if you want to display our arrow type, like that is what type of arrow is that, if you want to display it, you can also display it. And also if you want to display that error message, you can also display it, because into the catch area it's actually get all that our error and pass it in our parameter. So that is our parameter, right? So now I want to do here, I want to display another one better into this line. I want to display it, that is our one. Okay, and also I want to console log with this console log here, that is our event, right? So that is event, and if you write down as event name, then that will be display what type of error is that. Right now that is one of the syntax error. If you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now in our number 14, into the number 14 it's now display as a syntax error. And also if you want to get that our error message, you can also get it, then that will be as a console, and then the console log, and here that is our element, that is our error message. And then I want to declare another, that is all that by default property as a message. Okay, message I want to do and declare this message. Now this error message should be display. Okay, now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see there is a syntax error, and also it's display in our 15, into the 15 I display the message. Now it's display our message, that means our error message as the second parameter cannot be 0. Now that is our message. Okay friend, I hope you get some of the idea. And also one of the most interactive things, like there is a try, catch, and finally, right? Before I have already discussed about that things with you. Here if you get some of the error, and after that error if you pass any new value, right, if you want to display any new work, then that is not executed, because of all, if you get any error, that will be stop in particular that area. But when you use that as a try, catch, and then final, okay, after that, like that is they have already one of the error. After that if you want to print another execution, like as a console, the console log, I want to add another work, like as I pass one of the string value as a hi Aryan. Okay, so right now that is appropriate, right? So now that should be work. If you click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a hi Aryan. Okay, I hope you get some of the idea. So if you use that, and after that if you want to display some of the message, then that is not executed, right? That is stopped in here. But when you use the try, catch, final, then you can see everything is great. That means whatever the error, it will be catch it automatically, that will be executed in particular that position, and rest of this will be relief. Okay, everything is great. So that is the try and catch. Remember this part, that will be very important, because we will use it a lot of the time. Okay, that is a try catch, that is the best format we have to